NCHC, the Nepalese Canadian Heritage Centre, is a fast-growing, non-profit organization which aims to build a center for Nepalese Canadians aiming to preserve, facilitate Nepalese culture and heritage. Being a non-profit corporation, there are a lot of obstacles to follow, most important being raising capital, or in another word, money, which is necessary for the important infrastructure the Nepalese Canadians need. There are various ways from which the center can raise the required capital. Number 1, donations. Number 2, memberships. Number 3, sponsorships. Number 4, the most important and the most effective tool, bonds. In this video, we will examine bonds. We will look into the following. Number 1, what are bonds? Number 2, what are the characteristics of a non-profit organization bonds? Number 3, how secure are bonds? Number 4, what are the advantages of bonds to you? Number 5, what are the advantages of bonds to the center and the community? Number 1, what are bonds? Bonds in a simple sentence is a tool used to raise capital in various forms of organization, such as the NCHC, a non-profit corporation. It is a loan you will provide to NCHC and will receive a certificate of the loan which is personally guaranteed and also backed by PPSA. This loan will earn you an interest, therefore you can view it as an investment, hence it is called the NCHC investment bond. Here is what an example of a bond certificate will look like. Number 2, what are the characteristics of a non-profit organization bonds? Non-profit organization bonds are the only effective way to raise capital for the organization and the most secured way to invest for the lenders. The NCHC investment bonds will come with a personal guarantee by the board of directors, which will ensure a fine level of security for the lenders. Better yet, the NCHC investment bonds will also allow the lenders to secure their investment by creating a PPSA security. What is PPSA? PPSA, a Personal Property Security Act, allows the borrowers to grant the lender a security interest for the loan which they have provided. It is then registered with the provincial government. For our purposes, an example may better explain PPSA and its advantages to you as a lender. For example, ABC is a non-profit organization just like the NCHC. It plans to build the infrastructure such as a building which is worth about $100,000. Suppose that successfully it has raised $100,000 by issuing bonds. ABC's bonds are also backed by PPSA. In this case, ABC will put its new infrastructure as a collateral for the loan which ABC has received. For our illustration, suppose we have 100 lenders who have contributed the total amount of $100,000. The 100 individuals now can use the new infrastructure that ABC has built from their loans as collateral if the payment on their loan wasn't paid for or in the case of a default. This gives the lender another layer of security on their investment. If in an unfortunate case ABC was to be dissolved or found insolvent, PPSA will allow the bondholders to have first priority on repayment after liquidation of ABC's assets. So for example, if ABC's assets were worth about $100,000 after liquidation or a resale of its assets, but its liabilities was around $150,000 as shown on this ledger, PPSA will allow the lenders with PPSA-backed bonds to have super priority above all the other creditors. This will ensure the lender another layer of security from which they will receive from purchasing a bond. Therefore, bonds will allow the lenders to have 3 levels of security. First, a personal guarantee from the board of directors. Second, PPSA allows bondholders to take collateral for the debt. And lastly, the bondholders will have a super priority on their loan obligation. Hence, bonds are the most secured method of raising capital, both for the lenders and the center. That's why it is also the quickest way to raise capital by allowing the lenders to purchase bonds in a safe and secure environment. What are the advantages of bonds to you? There are many advantages of bonds to you. Following are some important benefits. Interest. Being an investment bond, you will earn interest from the bonds. Beside any monetary gain, the most important advantage to you is that you will have helped build the first Nepalese community center for generations to follow. Or what are the advantages of bonds to the community and the center? Bonds are the most quickest, most reliable, and the most secure method of receiving loans from lenders. Bonds will help achieve the goal of having a certain capital very easy. It will also influence members and local Nepalese Canadians to invest in the center in a proper, legal, and a secured method. In conclusion, bonds are secure, effective, and the only method of achieving target capital to build infrastructure for the center, which is very needed for the Nepalese community here in Canada. It is therefore by the community, for the community.